Hey everyone, so today I'm going to continue on from my previous course which went through the Google Tag Manager setting up, and we're going to move into Google Analytics and how to set up events and link it up with your website and make sure that you're tracking when people call you, when people fill out lead forms, and just how to look through analytics and check the data. Let's get into it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to be signed into your Gmail account, and we're going to go to Google and we're just going to type in Google Analytics, and you're going to press the first website up here and you're just going to click into it, and we're going to go to Get Started Today. And when you press Get Started Today, you're going to go to this screen and then you're going to fill out your account details and you're going to create a new account. So just call it something that's related to your business. This is a dummy site that I'm using. It's not a proper website. It's just a quick website I put together just to show you how to set this all up. So I'm going to take my domain name. I just like to call things after the domain name. So I'm just grab this and I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it in here, and that's going to be my account name. You can call it whatever you want that's related to your business. And then we're going to come down here. I don't like getting technical support, and I don't really care about recommendations from Google because Google is not a very trustworthy business. They only do things to get more profit from their customers. And then once we've that done, I'm going to press next. And then property details, I call it the exact same thing. It just, you can call it whatever you want as well, but this is just what I call it. So you're creating the account, then this is the property, and we're going to choose the country that you're in for this. So I'm this business, this website's located in Ireland. I'm from Ireland, so I'm going to press my country down here. I'm going to type in Ireland. So wherever you are, you need to type in yours, and then the currency. Even though this is for a local business, I'm not selling online, I'm still going to choose euros just in case. And then we're going to press next. And you're just going to select your industry, and if you can find one, you can come down here to other business activity. So I'm going to see if I can find mine here. Business, finance. So I don't really see anything about marketing here. I'm not sure if it's in one of those. I'm just going to go to other business activity, and I'm going to press small. This stuff, it's not really that important. It's just, I think Google Analytics just likes to know what your business does. And then we're going to press next. And then we're going to choose what we want for our reports. So you click everything that you need. If you were an online store selling, you would do this. But where this is going to be a local business, local marketing company. So I'm going to press leads, and I'm going to press traffic, and I'm going to go with user engagement and retention as well. And then you just come down here and you select create. So this is what I would use, these options here, if I was a local business, local service business, and this is what this is all about. And you just come down and you press create. And again, I would, just to make sure that you're doing things correctly on Google, I would make sure to change my country up here. Wherever you are, press Ireland, press accept, there's no other option, and then just I accept. And then we're going to link this up to our website, and we're going to start collecting data from the site. So you go to web, and this is why I just like using the domain name. So this just is here, cleanboostmarketing.com, and then the website is the same thing. And we're going to come up here and press create and continue. Now all that's done, so the next step is setting up the tag. This pops up automatically. So what you need to do is you need to add this tag to your website, and I can show you ways to do it with WordPress plugins. So we go back to our website. I'm after copying this right here, so you just press this button up here to copy all this, and I'm going to go back to my website, and I'm going to show you, if you're using the Breakdance website builder, which I use, I'm going to show you how you can easily add it. And this is why I love Breakdance. So you just go to Breakdance, you come down to settings, you add custom code, and you just paste your code in there and press save. That's it for Breakdance. But a lot of people don't use Breakdance, so I'm going to show you a plugin that you can use. So we're going to go to plugins, and we're going to go to header, footer, code manager, and you're going to install this. Again, if you haven't seen my previous course, I've set up all this for tracking Google Ads conversions, and all this is done already, so I'll link it down below if you want to go see that video. So once you've disinstalled Header Footer Code Manager, that's the name of the plugin, you go into settings, and we're going to go to add new snippet. So you add new snippet, you press that button, and then you need to name your snippet something. So you can call it Google Analytics tag, so call it something like that just so you know what it is. HTML, site-wide, all that's good in the header, everything's perfect here. Again, we're going to get this code, you copy it, and you just come here, you paste it in there, and we press save. And then that is going to be your tag linked up. You can test the installation. Sometimes it doesn't start working for a few hours, or sometimes it even said back there it can take a day or two. We can test it here to see if it works, but it may not. But I definitely know that's all you need to do. So the tag wasn't detected, but what you just need to do is X this off, and it's saying it's not detected, but trust me, it is. So you need to come back, just make sure to test it within maybe the next day or in a few hours, or could even be 48 hours. And we're just going to press next here, and then you're just going to go to continue to home. And then this is the back end of Google Ads, because they're saying it's not linked up yet, even though we did install the tag. We just have to wait for this to link up, and then you can start seeing the data. You'll see the users, you'll see the event count, and then we can start doing the events and linking up the key events, which is going to be tracking people who click on buttons on your website or fill out forms. And we'll be doing this via the Google Tag Manager. Again, I've done this on my previous video, which I'll link below. These are just triggers that we set up, and they're from the website. So this is when someone takes an action on your website, when someone clicks a WhatsApp button, when someone fills out a form on your website, they go to a thank you page, and when someone clicks the phone number on your website. These are what we call triggers, when someone takes action on your website. And then these are the tags. So these are something that you use to basically tag that trigger as an action. And this is what we're going to be doing with Google Analytics events. So when someone goes to the website, I'll go to the contact page here. So when someone goes to a website and they click a button, that would be a trigger, and then we can create a tag around that for Google Analytics that is going to trigger that as an event. So when someone clicks on that, that's going to be an event. When someone fills out this form, they're going to land on a thank you page. So they're going to press this button, and this is going to redirect to a thank you page. And when they land on that page, that is going to be an event. And this is also the same for the WhatsApp button. When someone presses this, it's going to be an event, and we're going to track all that via Google Analytics. Alright, now our Google Analytics is showing that it's working. So if you go onto your website and then you just come up here, you'll see that people are coming onto your website. So it'll even track yourself, and then that's how you know it's working. Or else the other way, you can just go back and test the link to see if it's working. And if you want to test this yourself manually, or you want to see if it's definitely working, you just come down here to admin. So on the left hand side, come down to admin, click that, and we're going to go to data streams right here. So data collection modification, go to data streams, and you will see that it's receiving traffic in the past 48 hours, and that's how you know it's all working. And then just click that and it will show you. So now I'm going to show you how to be setting up the events, so you can start tracking what's happening on the website, who's calling, who's emailing, and who's clicking buttons. Let's get into it. So this is just my dummy website that I'm using for this. It's not a real website. So we're going to be tracking when someone clicks on this, which is going to be a call event. We're going to track when someone submits a form. This says some bit, but when someone submits the form, it's going to go to a thank you page, and we're going to track when someone clicks on the WhatsApp button. So we need to go back to our Google Tag Manager. I have done this on a previous video. I have my triggers set up, and you need to set up your triggers first. So this is just copying what people will do. So the trigger here is the contact form. You copy exactly what people are doing right here. So when you copy this number and you add it in, so that's what I done there, exactly as it is. And then that would be the phone call button trigger, as you can see. So that's just set up here. So I have all elements, click text, contains, and I have the number, and then that's it. And in the thank you page, I have the URL. So if I go up here and I type in thank you, it's going to go to my thank you page. So as you can see, this is just my rough thank you page that I'm showing for this example, and that will go to that. So thank you page, page view, page URL contains thank you, and then the WhatsApp button is a button click, and the text contains WhatsApp us, exactly as it is right there with the capital A. You have to copy exactly how it is. And then the first thing we need to do is we need to link up our Google Analytics with our Google Tag Manager. So you go to tags right here, and we're going to come up and I'm going to press new, and I'm just going to call it my GA4 tag, and we're just going to press this pencil icon here, and we're going to go to Google Analytics, and we're going to go to Google Tag, and you need to get your tag ID. So this is the ID of your analytics, and what I usually do just to get this is all I need to do is type in ID. Should come up, here it is right here. So you type in ID, that's the tag. You just copy that and you paste it in here, and then that's your Google tag. And pages, we come down here, press the pencil icon and just all pages. So when someone views the page, that's where your tag is going to be. It's going to cover all pages on your website. So now this Google Analytics, it's already linked on your website, and it's also linked on Google Tag Manager. So the three of them are all linked up now together. And now it's just a case of adding the events. So let's go and add an event to our Google Analytics. So we just need to come down here. We go to admins, to admin, and we come down here, we go to events, and then this is going to show you some that are already here made by Google Analytics, but you're going to go to create an event, and then come up here again and press create. And what we're going to do is we're not going to choose any of these, because a lot of these are not what we're going to use for what we want to do, which is tracking calls and emails and stuff. So I'm just going to call it phone call, and then we're going to use the underscore call. So exactly like that. That's the way you need to set it up. And I'm going to copy it just like this. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to come down here to matching conditions, event name equals, and we're going to paste that in there as well, and make sure it's exactly as it is. So event name, phone call underscore call, phone underscore call, and then come down here, event name equals, same thing again, and create. And then we're going to create another one. So I go to create again, and I'm going to call it lead underscore form, and I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it in here, and I'm going to go to create. And then I'm going to do the same for WhatsApp. So I'm going to go to create, and I'm going to type in WhatsApp underscore us, and I'm going to copy and paste this and put it in there. So now we have the three names of our events right here. So phone call, WhatsApp us, lead form. X out of that, and we're going to go to key events. So right underneath this, we're going to go to key events, and you're going to have to add these key events in here. So phone call, So phone underscore call, exactly as we done them already. Save that. And then we're going to go to lead underscore form. And a new key event, and we're going to go to WhatsApp underscore us, and we kept them exactly as we call them as the events, and so can't see them there, but these then are going to be the key events that we're tracking when someone lands on a thank you page, or when someone presses the call button, or when someone presses the green button. And in order to make these start firing, so you're going to start seeing 1, 2, 3 or whatever happens on your website, we're going to start seeing that these little tickers going up. And in order to do that, we need to set these up on the Google tag. So as I said already, I have the triggers done. So a trigger is when someone does something on your website, they take a bit of action on your website. So that's when someone presses the phone number, someone lands on the thank you page, someone presses the WhatsApp button, that's a trigger. But now we need to tag this. So all we need to do is you come up here, you press new, and I'm going to call it phone call GA4. You can call it whatever you'd like, whatever is best for you. And I'm going to go to tag configuration, and we're going to go to Google Analytics, and we're going to go to GA4 event. And we need to get this measurement ID again, so should have kept this handy really. And I'm going to go to ID here again, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm actually going to just keep this up here just for my own doing. So we're going to use this a few times, and I'm going to paste that in there again, and then we're going to get phone call. So what do we call phone call? It was phone underscore call. That's our key event right there. So this is the one we need. And then we're just going to come down, and we're going to go to trigger. So we need to find our trigger. The trigger was when someone presses this button with this text on it, and then that's it. That's your tag set up. Very simple. Again, now we need to set up the thank you page. When someone lands, someone fills in the form and they go to thank you page, we're going to go to new, and we're going to go to lead form GA4, tag configuration, Google Analytics, and we're going to go to GA4 event. I need to get my ID here again, so I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in, and then we need to go back and we need to get lead form. So lead form, you can even copy and paste if you don't know what it is. Copy that, add it in here. We need to get our trigger. So our trigger was a thank you page. Someone fills in the form and they land on this URL afterwards. So that's the thank you page, and save. That's your lead form tag done. And now the WhatsApp button. So I go to new again, and I'm going to just type in WhatsApp GA4, tag configuration, Google Analytics, GA4 event, get my measurement ID, put it in here, go back to analytics, copy this, paste it in event name, go to triggering, get our trigger for the WhatsApp button, which is down here. When the button contains this text when someone clicks on it, and that's it. So now we've set up all the GA4 tags, plus on the previous video I set up the Google Ads tags. So these are all the Google Ads tags, and we've everything done that this, if I was a local business, this is what I need to be tracking on my analytics as well. And then a very important step, we're after doing this, what do we need to do next? We need to submit it, and then we need to test if it's all working. So let's go to submit, and I'm just going to type in this GA4, I know what it is, and I'm going to press publish. So that means you've just published your work. A lot of people forget to do this, so make sure you do that. That's a very important step. Then in order to test all this out, we're going to go up here to workspace, and we're going to go to preview right here, and we're going to preview if all this is firing and working correctly. So press preview. You're going to need to go back to your website. So this is going to go to this. I already have it on the thank you page, but I will get the page that I want to track first, and I'll copy this on my website and I'll add that here, and then press connect. And then this is a tag assistant. It will link up to your website, and it lets you know if everything's working. So what you need to do is you just need to come down and you need to press this button. So if I go back to tag assistant, so this is tag assistant right here, we can see that no tags have fired. So I can see that these tags are here. It's saying they're all there on the website, but they've not fired yet because I haven't taken action on the website yet. So if I come down here and I press this button and I go back to this, then that should work. So as you can see, the phone call fired for GA4, it's working. So Google Analytics, and it also fired for Google Ads, and the tag and everything else is there. And then if we go back to the page as well, and you can just see my WhatsApp button right down there in the corner. I'll see if I can try and move something, and I can just press it. So WhatsApp was, if I press that, that's going to go to my WhatsApp. But if I go back to tag assistant, you can see that the WhatsApp GA4 fired and the landing page fired. So tags fired is right there. Now the last one we need to check is our landing page to see if someone, after they filled in the form and they went to the thank you page, is that working? So what we need to do with that is I need to finish this one, and I need to X out of this and X out of that, and we're going to go back to our Google Tag Manager, and I'm going to go to preview right here again, and this time I'm just going to enter the thank you page. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to type in thank-you, and when I land on this page, the rest of those tags that we saw a while ago should fire as soon as I land in it, because that's the trigger that we set up. A page view, someone lands on that page, that's when the tags fire. So there we go, lead form, page view fired, and the GA4 tag fired. So now on your Google Analytics, after a few days or maybe after a few weeks, you're going to start seeing these little tickers will increase, and I'm actually going to show you a local website that I do that has this on their site. So this is just a local website that we do, carpet cleaning company in Limerick where I'm from, and how I like to do it is I like to go to events, and I like to just go to the users column, and then that just tracks how a user, like you don't want to track every single account, like maybe this person filled in a form twice or something, maybe they clicked the button a few times. Like I just track it with users, or else you can go to key events, and then that will show you as well. So that's saying 112 people landed on the thank you page in the last 90 days. 450 people clicked a call button on the website, and 24 people clicked on, there's 24 clicks on the WhatsApp button. But I like to count the users, so that just means that it's counting one person, so one event. So you know, like this one person, there was 87 people who got the leads. There was 62 users who were clicking on the phone calls, and then the WhatsApp, nine people, 9 users used the WhatsApp. That's the way I like to do it. I don't like to count this because, like, as you can see, there was like 2,000 page views, 450 clicks on phone calls. Like, I just like to see it as 62 users clicked on the phone call button, and 87 people landed on the thank you page. That's the way I like to do things on this. And then when you come up along, you'll see reports. We can see the traffic that was on the website, tells you all the data, which is quite good. So we got all those users on, where they're coming from, organic search, paid search, organic social. Ireland shows you the countries, and it shows you the pages that people come on. and it's quite a lot of data here that you can look at, which is quite good. And you can just click around and play with this yourself, and it tells you a lot about your website. But in order to actually see this, like, you need to have a few months of data so you can actually make judgment of what's working, what isn't. And as you can see, like, Google is a very good source, Instagram. So it tells you a lot about what's going on and who's coming to your website, where they're coming from, how they're coming, and all that. And it's a very good tool to look through if you want to start making improvements on your marketing and where to put your money. So that is a quick look through Google Analytics, how to set up your events and link it all together with your website, Google Tag Manager, and anything else. So if you have any questions, please ask them down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for